one part, one aspect of that compassion, also courage. Otherwise, you see, no possibility to develop certain kind of will or to help to you yourself. Then you see completely despair. So, it's a compassion. The biological factor is something different. But compassion through training, you see, there are many elements you see, in it. So courage, self-confidence. So I don't think you see the person who has that attitude, that level of compassion, then I don't think because of despair as human.
There's a professional term that people use called compassion fatigue, and in many ways some people suggest we should change that term to empathy fatigue, because in your teachings and some of the research, when we turn empathy, feeling another person's feelings and understanding their experience, into compassion, that is, how can I help reduce their suffering, then we're actually given a deep source of well-being inside ourselves.
So courage, self-confidence, and also see the realistic. One great Buddhist philosopher said, when we face some tragedy and analyze the nature of the tragedy, if the tragedy can overcome, then no need, to worry, make effort. That tragedy should translate courage, determination. That tragedy should be a source of strength. If that tragedy is no way to overcome, then no use too much worry. So very realistic, very realistic.
And I'd just like to build on the incredible importance of that wisdom, especially for the young people here. You know, we're facing climate change issues that are very, very upsetting. They can make us feel a lot of despair, especially when the reports keep on coming out that it's worse than we thought. And how we take care of our minds within the bodies we live in and also within each other will make all the difference in how we actually keep awake to climate change issues and try to do something about it, or feel the despair that His Holiness is talking about and withdraw and don't do anything about it. So this isn't just like about, am I going to feel okay? The future of the planet depends on our staying present for the challenges that include suffering. And so the more we can take these words of wisdom and make them practical and teach them in schools and in homes, in companies, the more we're actually make practical differences in how the planet unfolds in the years ahead.
Yes,
yeah, there's many questions and also very funny questions actually, like what is your favorite song? And you've got many invitations to come for dinner tonight as well.
Many invitations to come for dinner. And if you have a favorite, yeah.
I'm not much interested in song. Song only to provide some kind of pleasant experience in ear consciousness, sensorial consciousness. I really emphasize the satisfaction on mental level, not sensorial level. Sensorial level is very superficial. The real sort of joy, real satisfaction must come from mental level. They are long lasting and very strong. So sensory level pains can be subdued by mental level joyfulness. Mental level pain can be subdued by sensory level because of the happiness or blessings of experience. So, and then dinner. What is not? No dinner. Only tea
Easy dinner guest then.
If sometimes I feel very hungry, then with salutation to Buddha, few biscuits.
Your Holiness, may I ask you one last question, which
Yes.
I think is very relevant for the topic of this afternoon, which is, what do you remember as the most inspiring during your childhood education?
Oh, education, at a young age, oh, really burden. Not much interest. Only interest is a holiday.
His only interest is holiday.
Then gradually, grown up, and difficult circumstances, life becomes difficult. Then those knowledge really helpful to maintain peace of mind. And also it was very useful, the education, the Buddhist psychology, very, very helpful. And also the Buddhist sort of logic, epistemology, also is very, very helpful. And certain Buddhist concept, you see, brings the concept of holistic. So any event, good or bad, face, immediately look more wider perspective, holistic way, look. Then you can see these things happen, to do that, do that, do that. So the intensity of worry, intensity of anger, much less. So some scientists say when we develop anger, we need some kind of independent target. When you look more holistic way, you can't see, you can't find independent absolute thing. Everything dependent on other factor. Like that. So gradually grown up and a lot of difficult sort of the circumstances, immense help. At the time when I studied, no interest. Only interest is play. And time for my class start, about to come, my time, and feeling.
That was the old-fashioned way in the monasteries.
Yes? Another question?
Time for one last question, yes. Could you, Your Holiness, please share one or two best practices of teaching that would make the difference in a classroom?
Best practices for education of the heart.
Yeah, so what as
I
a
think
teacher...
this